jersey. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Sam Darnold and the New York Jets taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Buffalo Bills. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come into this one 0-6 on the year and getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jets offense ready for their first possession, and they are led by the 23-year-old from USC in his third year now, quarterback Sam Darnold.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Frank Gore kind of continuing his tour around the AFC East. Remember, he was with Miami in 2018. Played for his opponents in this ballgame, the Bills, in 2019. And now wears the green with the New York Jets here in 2020. Well-traveled.
Run there by Frank Gore, and he has to be one of the most admired players in the NFL. Started the 2020 season, number 3 all-time on the rushing list, less than 1,400 yards shy of Walter Payton as the season kicked off. Spent a year with Coach Adam Gase in Miami. Now he's hooked back up with him again with the New York Jets.
On first down, it's Gore. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again. Allen looking middle, and it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. For the New York Jets, a familiar refrain here in 2020, dominated again in Week 5, this time at the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. 30-10, the Jets falling at home, and now 0-5. That's first time since 1996. They finished that season 1-15. But Joe Flacco, Charles, he subs for the injured Sam Darnold, making his first start as a Jet, and I think, probably first start since Week 8 of last year as a Bronco, right?
Yeah, you're exactly right, and, he couldn't get a whole lot going. 195 yards and a touchdown. They got Le'Veon Bell back, but this team right now, let's face it, they're going nowhere fast. Major league struggles. Now, schedule changes have kicked in for them, so now this week, they'll play the Dolphins, then they're home for Buffalo, and then at Kansas City. I'm not sure where I'm seeing the light for this team. Most of us thought they and the Dolphins would be very competitive. Right now, the Dolphins look like a decided favorite.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. On the completion, Frank Gore. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So on 4th down, the Jets turn to kicker Sam Ficken. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
Bills, nothing.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
Have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Avery Williamson.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Allen. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He hits Beasley right side. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Jets 3, Bills nothing.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Now Darnold. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Singletary.
Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Brought down by Avery Williamson.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Allen, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
1st down, Bills.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and his throw here is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Allen again. He completes it to the tight end Knox. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Allen to throw once more. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for Stephon.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
To throw again. Allen, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
For the Bills field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3.
Ties the game at 3-3.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Darnold on first down. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll bring up second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's third down. Darnold to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, back around the 35-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
3rd and long.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd and a couple. Darnold, he's got Herndon, his tight end. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Darnold airing one out for Crowder. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they've gone to the half in that ball game with the visiting Browns out on top. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over at 1st and 10. At their own.
The quarterback, Josh Allen, the focus of our players' spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
4-yard pickup on the play. First down.
Allen now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, we got a second here, Charles. Let's play believer, non-believer. I'll give you a couple teams off the surprising starts. You tell me if you believe that they will continue that way. And let's start with the Browns at 4-1.
Non-believer last year, believer to start this season, believer even after they got whacked in the opener by Baltimore. I think they'll contend for a playoff spot.
Okay, the Bears, same record, 4-1.
I still want to see more out of this team, but I like how their defense plays. Still need consistency on offense.
And then lastly, what about the Panthers at 3-2?
Oh, one of the great stories in the early going. Non-believer, because I think their division's too tough with Tampa Bay and New Orleans. But, boy, I like what they're doing so far at 3-2. Way better record than what people thought.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Singletary here running out of the gun. Down to the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking for the end zone. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down. and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Good. Makes the score Bills 6, Jets 3.
Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
6-yard pickup brings up.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he slings one that's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A little juke. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his man on the crossing route.
To Cole Beasley. A gain of 4 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. And again, it's Allen. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Come on, dude.
They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
Jerry Hughes on the tackle. It's a gain of 4.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jets on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Big hold of the 30. Hooking up over the middle with Herndon. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 30.
To throw is Darnold. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Throwing again is Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Frank Gore there. 3rd down here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bills ready to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Devin Singletary, the ball carrier.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Brings
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go right back to Singletary. And some space here. And out across midfield down to the 45. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
On play action, Allen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
4th down.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
1st down, Bills.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Today's final.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football. Low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Buffalo, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7.